Great Sound Podcast. I'm Jonas.
I'm TNT Don. I'm Mike the Explosive One. Let's crack into another one.
TNT.
Yo.
There is a new city in Texas. It's brand new.
Austin? Is that what? No.
Nope. That one's been around for a few days.
Martin Luther King, Texas.
I think they should do that. So, no.
It's not
to
that.
all of those. Brand new city, and it's called Starbase, Texas.
Starbase?
Starbase.
All right, that's what's up. It's like a Star Trek. Maybe they're big Star Trek fans.
Yeah.
Put up one of the ships in the.
It is basically a city for SpaceX for Elon down there in the tip of Texas. It's 1.5 miles of waterfront property where he launches his SpaceX coasters.
Wait, so is this like a Cape Canaveral situation?
I guess.
Where it is called a Star. So he bought a small town.
He didn't buy it. They had to vote. So Brownsville, Texas is a city down there.
Oh no, they voted.
They had to vote. So basically, the final vote was 173 in favor and 4 against. So, So if you want to get a city in Texas, bro, we just need 143 people for it to pass.
That's insane. How many people live in Brownsville?
I don't know. It said there was like 250 eligible people to vote in this area that he did this. I'm like, can I just have Jonieville? Can I get like I'll take.
Yeah, you got to get people to vote on it.
Half a mile.
Brother, I'm sure that there was a little greasing of the palms when this happened.
For the 173 people? He's just out there. He's like, here's $20. Say yes.
You can give 173 people $1,000 and they say yes.
Yeah, for that, man. He makes that in a second.
Yeah, he makes that in like taking a shit. It's I mean, look, brother, I'm not surprised about rich people buying neighborhoods. I know for a fact that like tons of rich people have like compounds where they keep like they're like Eddie Murphy has one. Kanye I think he had purchased it and started building some, but he had like a compound, which is essentially like a neighborhood to a certain extent where they just buy an entire neighborhood and they're just
you buy numerous houses and you own them all and like you decide who your neighbors are and
exactly.
And
that's kind of like the next step. Like people are always talking about, I'd like to buy a house. I'm like, you don't want to live next to everybody. You really want to own a compound.
Yeah.
Or you could live in the middle of nowhere, but then you don't have access to anything. And even rich people use DoorDash.
It covers about 1.5 square miles, the southern tip of Texas, a coastal spot nestled against the Mexican border. The area is home to SpaceX headquarters and where the company builds its boosters and engines and launches its huge Starship rocket on test flights.
All right. Is it like waterfront?
It says coastal spot.
Coastal, okay. And that's always good for...
That's where the tweezers are. The tweezers that catch
chopsticks.
The rocket. Yeah, where it comes down, yeah.
And that makes sense because if you're going to have like rockets going up and down, you need the water there just in case something were to happen. It's always good to have the coast.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. How do you feel about it, Jones? Give me your insight, man.
I just think it's dumb.
Okay. Why is it dumb, sir?
I mean, I feel like there's a reason.
You feel like there's a reason it's dumb or there's a reason for it?
I'm gonna see if there's a reason why it's needed.
Oh, why he needed the land?
Yeah, like if there was a reason why he needed his own city.
It's not even really a city. It's a mile, you said. It's like a neighborhood. He bought a neighborhood.
It's where his factory is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. But yeah, for him to buy a compound, a neighborhood, like I said, it's pretty normal for rich people to do that. So it's not necessarily surprising to me. It is kind of weird that the people let him change the name of it, but you grease a couple palms, man. Like in a mile radius, having 173 people live in that mile radius, that kind of makes sense, especially when you're talking like a smaller town on the outskirts of Texas. It's not a Dallas, a San Antonio, Houston, and Austin. It's a smaller town. What I'm more surprised by is that his public-facing image is not the greatest right now with the whole Doge thing, with the whole him being a Nazi thing. People are burning Teslas. I just saw a protest in Austin just this week where people were holding up signs talking about how these cars are bad, and they had felon and Elon, but with an F and like an apostrophe. It was F apostrophe Elon because it spells felon.
Oh, like F Elon felon. Oh
Yeah,
man,
it was felon and the E and the felon. But yeah, so I'm kind of surprised that people be so receptive, and that's why I think that maybe he might have greased a couple palms, offered people a little bit of a wage increase at their local job, said some of the stuff that he was going to bring to the town. There's ways to get people to
come
fall
be an
in.
indentured servant at Starbase, and we'll give you a lot of money.
I mean, you're not wrong. There's going to be jobs there. He moved the Tesla plant to here to Austin a couple years back.
Yeah,
a couple years back, and it definitely supplied some jobs for some people and a place for people to stand and complain too. So
a place for people to stand and get out there and protest at it.
Yeah, a place where you can light a bonfire, you can stand and complain, or you can work. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah. Let's see, at Texas plant. I'm gonna see how many jobs he brought to Texas.
Okay, all right.
How many jobs at the Texas plant for Tesla? Let's see what he did. Oh God, 22,777.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's not bad.
And the starting wage is the starting wage is 20 to 22 per hour, an average of 30 per hour.
Okay, so not a lot of high-ranking CEOs or
no, but I mean that's not terrible wage.
Oh, it's not bad. I mean, but it is Texas. Texas, man, prices are kind of deep.
Prices are deep unless you're talking about produce.
No,
it's my favorite part. Is that you get some cheap produce in Texas because it's all locally sourced. HEB's like, give me them strawberries straight from the source.
Yeah, strawberries, eggs. Being in the South, we noticed that. I remember when we lived in Cleveland, or I should say in Ohio, getting like strawberries or peaches, bro. You're paying a premium, and they taste like ass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even during COVID, HEB was full, Walmart was not, because HEB sources from Texas and Walmart sources from all over the goddamn place. Like, oh, you want chicken thighs? No. Texas got all the Texas thighs.
I swear, man. And you can't talk to people in Texas about HEB. If you have a bad word in your mouth about HEB, they will come for your children.
They basically will come for your children.
You're not wrong, man. I've said something about HEB, and I've told somebody told me to go back to Ohio. I was like, wow, that's very close to just telling me. That's like some racial oppression almost, man. You can change a couple letters around or a couple coordinates, longitude, latitude, and you'd be putting me in Zimbabwe, motherfucker.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I'm just talking about a grocery store.
Like we don't even need you here anymore.
That's kind of what it is, man. It's like HEB was here before you, and they'll be here when you're gone, motherfucker. I'm like, okay, calm down. It's like if anybody had anything to say about Giant Eagle, Wegmans, I wouldn't crack a smile.
It was so funny. I was talking to somebody about grocery stores in different regions.
Yeah.
And they're like, what's the grocery store in Ohio? And I was like, Giant Eagle. They were like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, an expensive ass grocery store that nobody wants to go to.
Yeah. Look, Giant Eagle with the Eagle video.
Eagle video.
Are you kidding me, bro? Ringo? Are you kidding me?
That was insane. Giant Eagle was like, one time I saw Antoine Jameson from the Cavs in Giant Eagle.
That's what's up.
And he was very tall.
Yep.
His head was above the racks. I was like, who's that tall man? Oh, it's Antoine Jameson.
That makes sense. He's a basketball player. He should be a tall man.
Yeah.
So yeah, Giant Eagle tops. Look,
tops. That shit closed.
And nobody even cares in any other state. And that's the thing with like Texas in general, is that they usually are so proud of their state, where it's like even something as simple as the grocery store, they'll defend with their freaking last breath.
They have goddamn Texas-shaped tortilla chips here.
I've never seen an Ohio-shaped tortilla chip.
Ohio-shaped anything.
I've never seen an Ohio-shaped table. I've never seen an Ohio-shaped sink. I've never seen an Ohio-shaped hubcaps for your F-150. Never. But all of these things exist in Texas for Texas. Very proud state, but
everything's bigger here.
But they sure did let the name of their town, who was probably named after like somebody who like died in a war. They let that shit change in a heartbeat.
They just took a little piece for Elon. Anyways,
bro, there's some historic behind that name. We got to find out what the history behind the name of Brown. Oh, Brownsville? It was called Brownville. No wonder they changed it.
Because of Cleveland.
No, I was thinking because of black people.
Wow.
But there you go. We can say that too.
Go to crazytown.com, subscribe for Jonas.
Can't have Browns living in Brownville. TNT.
We out.